Our final story on the show today is from Pakistan, a country that has witnessed one of its most challenging years in 2022. This was a year when Pakistan was struck by catastrophic floods, the worst in its history. The impact is still being felt by millions of Pakistanis. The country also went through a long period of extreme political unrest. A prime minister ousted from office by a no-trust vote for the very first time, massive street protests against the new government, an assassination attempt on the former prime minister, the appointment of a new army chief amidst unprecedented political attacks on the all-power institution. And the political turmoil is far from over even as Pakistan ushers in 2023. Here's our next report.
Many in Pakistan would be happy to see the back of 2022. The year gone by was pockmarked by enormous challenges on multiple fronts. Political chaos, economic turmoil, devastating floods, a rash of terror attacks. This is what Pakistan's year looked like. The month of April witnessed one of the most dramatic events in recent years. After weeks of turmoil, Prime Minister Imran Khan was ousted from office through a no-confidence vote brought in by a united opposition. Helped in no small measure by a revolt within the ruling coalition, led by Khan's own party, the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, or PTI. Khan became the first Pakistan Prime Minister in history to be removed by a no-trust vote.
The resolution for vote of no confidence against Mr. Imran Khan.
A bitter Imran Khan lashed out at the opposition, accusing it of acting as a pawn in a foreign conspiracy to topple his government. Just days later, he named the United States as the country that had plotted his ouster, in cahoots with his political opponents, a charge vehemently denied by the United States and the current ruling party.
पाकिस्तान की ये जो नो कॉन्फिडेंस मोशन थी, इसमें से बैरून मुल्क की इंटरफेरेंस थी.
Now I request Mia Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif Saab to please take the seat of the Prime Minister of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan.
Khan's unceremonious exit paved the way for Shahbaz Sharif to become the Prime Minister.
पहला मौका है कि वोट ऑफ नो कॉन्फिडेंस की मोशन कामयाब हुई और हक की कामयाबी हुई और बातिल को शिकस्त हुई.
No sooner had the new government taken office, Pakistan was struck by an unprecedented catastrophe. The monsoon rain between June and October unleashed the worst floods the country had witnessed in its entire existence. The monstrous floods left 1/3 of the country underwater. 33 million people were impacted. More than 1,700 lost their lives. Hundreds of them were children. 2 million homes were wiped out. 13,000 kilometers of road networks and thousands of acres of agricultural land were destroyed.
Here was my house. My entire life savings are gone.
The crippling losses caused by the catastrophic floods are estimated in excess of $15 billion. A huge setback for a country whose economy was already in deep crisis. The situation in the flood-hit areas still remains bleak, as millions of people are without roofs over their heads, and the biting winter cold is only aggravating their misery. But even as scores of ordinary Pakistanis continued to battle for survival, the politicians remained busy with endless power struggles. In late October, Imran Khan launched his much-hyped Long March from Lahore to capital Islamabad. The march was Khan's protest against the Shahbaz Sharif government, which he has labeled a corrupt puppet regime. The purpose? To pressurize the government into holding immediate elections, a demand summarily rejected by the Prime Minister. Just days after it began, Imran Khan's long march took a dramatic turn when a mega rally in the eastern city of Wazirabad became the scene of an assassination attempt on the PTI chief. Imran Khan was quick to apportion blame for the attack. He trained his guns on Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif, the Interior Minister, and a senior army officer, directly accusing them of plotting to kill him.
There can be no investigation if the Prime Minister, the Interior Minister, and this ISI guy, Faisal, Major General Faisal, if these three are involved, there can be no independent investigation.
Recent months have also seen the PTI chairman launch a barrage of attacks on the all-powerful army. The same army which Khan's critics say had propped him up and brought him to power in the first place. Khan has accused army generals of being hand in glove with the opposition and the United States in a plot to unseat him. Things came to a head, and in an unprecedented move that left all of Pakistan stunned. The chief of the country's spy agency, the ISI, addressed an explosive press conference. This was the first time in Pakistan's history that the head of the spy agency directly addressed the media. Amidst the political attacks, Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif chose Lieutenant General Azim Munir as the new army chief. And while Imran Khan has been more conciliatory towards the new army chief, he continues to slam his predecessor, General Qamar Javed Bajwa. Khan has also repeatedly accused former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, who has been living in exile in London, of running the Pakistan government by proxy. And adding to the high political drama that's been playing out in Pakistan, the ruling party and the opposition, PTI, have both been accused of regularly leaking damaging audio tapes to embarrass their opponents. But it's not just politics that has added to Pakistan's woes. The Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, or TPP, designated as a global terrorist group by the US, has lately intensified attacks in Pakistan, killing hundreds of people, mostly security forces. As Pakistan ushers in 2023, one thing is clear. The year gone by will cast a long shadow as the country continues to reel under enormous challenges.